physician, not giving medical advice. It's purely educational and entertainment. And in this vial was a L-Carnitine solution, 500 milligrams per milliliter. And for about a week, I used it. At first, I thought, oh yeah, it's no big deal. Like, it burns a little bit. It actually created a very unique tingling sensation when it was in the muscle. So I mostly did subcutaneous because it didn't burn much. But then I started to notice that, like, it's leaving some lumps in my body. Actually, I still haven't used it for about a week now, and I still feel a lump of fat tissue that got kind of screwed up from it. And whoa, that's something you don't hear much. As I made another video about the unknown side effects of like taking anabolic steroids, or the never talked about, a big side effect of injectable medications is the fact that they are injectable. Yes, there are upsides, but there are also downsides. The downside is anytime you pass a needle through your tissue, it does damage. That damage has the possibility to form scar tissue or to simply just not heal how it was before. And on top of that, when you inject some substance into your tissue and it stretches it apart, more ability to create scar tissue. And then on top of that, that substance, it might irritate or damage your tissue, more ability to create scar tissue. The bottom line is you do a lot of damage to yourself every time you inject a lot of medications. What I mean by a lot of medications is there could be some that do not do much damage. You would still get the damage from the needle, you'd still get the damage from the mechanical stretching, but some might not be very abrasive or damaging to your tissues themselves. Like I said, you get the needle, you get the mechanical stretching. But a lot of the things, including L-Carnitine, are themselves also irritating and damaging to tissue, on top of the needle and the mechanical stretching. So you inject some of that into your fat, you just put a needle through your fat, maybe it doesn't really matter. Then you mechanically stretched your fat out, maybe it doesn't matter. But now you just injected a very irritating substance into your fat. That does matter. And yeah, a week later, I still got a lump, and on my other side, it's going away now. But you can't, oh yeah, you can see it. There's a big pimple there that's an unusual one. It's like coming from very deep, it's very big. So yeah, I did intramuscular, I did subcutaneous, I did intravenous as well, because I was thinking, I was using a lot of it, probably, so I would do like 300 milligram injections, like 6 a day. Something like that. And I was like, I don't like putting it in my fat. Like, it's not it doesn't matter the most to have slightly weird looking side fat. Slightly weird looking. But it's like it's already getting to me after a week, so I started intravenously injecting it. And it's okay if you go slowly, but if it does that damage to your fat, it can do damage to your blood vessels. And one time I pushed it in a little quicker and I felt what seems to be damage. Now luckily I'm healthy, my body should heal pretty well, but I don't want to be intravenously injecting a lot of that either and damaging my blood vessels. Probably the way to go is you make a very dilute solution and you get very big syringe with very small thin needle, so you can do very large intravenous injections that will not damage your blood vessels, and you don't get the damage to your fat tissue or your muscle tissue. Because make no mistake, injecting things like L-Carnitine into your muscles, into your fat, is going to damage it. And you want to do that for years, maybe decades? Oh, and maybe you're also using anabolic steroids, which you're injecting into your muscle. Oh, maybe you're also using peptides, which you're putting in. So you might be putting a lot of needles into you, injecting a lot of substances. I don't like injecting substances if I don't need to. It's fun, like, oh, I'm gonna inject something, but it does damage to the tissues. Really. I wish it didn't do damage. I love the ability to get substances into the body like that, and then they're in you instantly. It does damage. So there you heard it. You probably haven't heard that from anybody else, just like my anabolic steroid video talking about the scar tissue if you inject substances into your muscles. You probably don't hear that from other people. They go, oh yeah, injection's the way to go. You don't get the liver damage and blah, 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 blah. It's like, maybe it's not really the way to go. There are pros and there are cons. I hope you like this video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It costs you nothing to subscribe or like or comment. Maybe it'll help me out someday. Hope this video helps you. Hope some of my other videos can help you as well. I try to bring you stuff no one else brings you, but it's hard. There's so many other people on YouTube. Like, it's unlikely that one person says something really unique. I don't watch every single person on YouTube, but I haven't seen anyone talking about this.